the day in a classic Canadian job.
All kinds of twigs.
It's just one giant rock.
And I find out tree planting isn't all physical work.
The challenge out here is a mental challenge.
Thank you, Mossy Clump. I'm talking to Moss.
And it gets ugly.
Can't do this.
He needs to fix it because it's going to slow down things for everybody here.
Oh, Ed.
You and you and you and you.
Like, this is a TV show, whatever. I don't give a shit. He's got to get out of there.
I'm Ed Robertson. I have a dream job. I'm in a rock band called Bare Naked Ladies. I get to travel around the world doing what I love. Someone thought it'd be a good idea for me to travel around and try some of the toughest jobs people do. I don't know where I'll be going, who I'll be meeting, or what I'll be doing. But I've got a pretty good idea. It won't be easy. The coordinates I've been given have me flying just north of Flin, Flon, Manitoba. It is a strange and beautiful part of Canada.
There's a perfectly circular lake out there. My first assumption would be an alien landing site. I'm just going to assume they've cut a circle into the ground and their craft is below the water.
I'm hundreds of clicks away from anything resembling civilization. Dirt roads, swamps, and endless forests are the only things I can see. As I come in for a landing on a deserted airstrip, I get a very strange message.
Leave the airplane and coming here to go inside the helicopter.
I think he wants me to get out of my plane and get into the helicopter waiting beside the runway.
Throw that headset on, Ed. We'll fill you in on what's going on.
Hey, Ed. Nice to meet you. I'm Jamie. Hey, Jamie. So, what are we doing here? Well, today we're going to go tree planting. We're going to plant some trees.
This is Jamie Nichols, my mentor for the day. He's the tree planting supervisor and has been on the job for 8 years.
What about that? Everybody knows.
Tree planting is needed in this area because of the clear cutting done by lumber companies.
So, who's faster? The guys chopping them down, or you guys putting them back up?
I'd say the one chopping them down.
Sarah, another veteran tree planter, gives me some advice on how to protect my precious guitar-playing fingers.
Putting your hand in the ground all day long.
Okay.
Rip a piece off and start picking her up.
The planters are taking a risk letting me and the show take part in the day's work. They work on a really tight budget. If I slow them down, it means they may have to fly in by chopper for another day of planting. More heli time means more expense and more money out of their pockets.
Oh, right.
I wrote a song once about not going tree planting. Yeah, we heard about that. Looking forward to seeing if you can actually pull it off. Yeah, well, we'll see.
Tree planting has been listed among the top 10 worst jobs in the world. It's lonely, back-breaking, hard labor. You're in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by bears, bugs, and swamps. You get rained on, frozen, wind-blown, and sun-burnt. And many times, the only way in or out is by heli. That said, it's time for me to meet the boss.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Got a new recruit for you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah.
This is Peters. He's the foreman of the crew of planters that are stuck with me today. He's not happy about having a rock star tag along.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Let's get it going.
Let's rock.
We've got to get about 40,000 trees in today. So if you can do the math, that's 2,500 per person. So
Right.
You're going to be below average, but you're going to have to pull your weight or else we're not going to get out of here.
Right.
The helicopter is leaving us tonight. So if we don't get this area done, the heli's not coming back in. So someone's going to be a long walk
Okay.
to get in here.
The planters need to close this block today, which means they need to plant an area of about 200,000 square meters, or 35 soccer fields. There are 12 planters on site, so each one has to plant the equivalent of 3 soccer fields today. That's about 10 hours of hard labor each for a good planter.
I'd say for your first bag up, it's probably going to take you over an hour to plant 100 trees. So I'd bag up 100 at the most. They're bundles of 20 trees.
100 trees in an hour sounds like a lot, but according to the other planters on my crew, it's pretty reasonable for a rookie.
So you want the tree planted right about there with about 1 finger. You have 1 finger leeway, so you can plant from the bottom of the pod up to 1 finger high.
Okay.
Find a spot like this here. So what you're going to do is give it a good few kicks. Open the hole by pushing forward, and then you're going to pull it around, take a tree, and I'll put the tree in. I use my full hand just to push it down into the corner of the hole. And then what you do is you just kick the hole close to your other foot.
Nice.
These guys are well aware that I'm a rookie, but if I can keep up, they can close the block on time and on budget. But they're being realistic.
where you want it. I can tell you right now that some of the vets, they'll probably plant between 2,000 and 3,000 of these today. If you put in 300, I'll be amazed. Yeah, so it's time to plant, man. Make yourself some money. Okay. And good luck. I'm gonna start with your first spot.
Let's see it, first tree.
Here we go. My first ever tree plant.
Everywhere I hit, there's rocks.
Probably the worst technique I've ever seen.
That's awful.
That's terrible.
So what, it's supposed to just go in and then you fold it back?
No, forward.
Oh, forward.
Forward?
Close the holes you put. There you go.
Where's he gonna go next?
I don't know, I'm pretty excited.
Get back in your lane, Robertson. This is gonna be a long day.
Okay, let's do the math. 100 trees in my first hour as a rookie. That's about 1 tree every 36 seconds. Already the obstacles start to mount.
It's just one giant rock. Nothing's going in there.
According to seasoned tree planter Kian, a 7-year veteran, the obstacles way out here in the middle of nowhere aren't just physical.
The challenge out here is a mental challenge, right? The physical challenge only makes you vulnerable to the mental snap. And it's the mental challenge that people don't get prepared for when they come out here. Like, if you really wanted to prepare for tree planting, you should take like a video scroll of like all your regrets and worst memories and like breakups and like bleary, teary-eyed 4 in the morning drunk phone calls to your ex-girlfriend, and then like run them on a tape for like 10 hours when you're all alone in the middle of nowhere.
So here's our impression of Ed after he plants a tree. Get it? Ready? Down. He plants his tree.
Wait, he's gonna hold it.
Yeah, he holds it with his little... there it is. Oh, I don't want to hurt it. And then up, straight up, and start walking in circles and not really sure where he's going. And then he always looks back out at the other people.
Who am I?
When he picked up the shovel for the first time, he picked it up the wrong way. He was pulling on it instead of pushing on it. He was using both hands. He was using his feet. It was pretty ugly. I'm actually very worried.
Ed, how you doing?
Good.
It's just about noon now. That 1,000 trees isn't looking too attainable at this point.
I'll pick up the pace.
You're gonna have to, man. We're not getting out of here. Once you feel like you got the quality down, you're gonna have to start speeding up too.
Okay.
You got 900 more trees to do today.
Okay.
Keep working hard.
I know Jamie has reasonable expectations for me, and they're not expecting miracles, but my first 100 trees is taking way too long, and I'm in danger of becoming a liability.
All rock in here. I thought I was doing okay. Apparently I'm not doing so good. I'm already starting to see the appeal of this. There isn't any.
My GPS coordinates had me flying north of Flin, Flon, Manitoba, where I was whisked off by chopper to be a tree planter for the day. Planters are stuck here for the day until every one of the 40,000 trees are planted. All of that pressure, plus the handicap of some dude in a rock band slowing them down. I'm back at the cache rebagging to try to keep going. This is where I meet Tiger, my new tree planting guru.
Can I give you a piece of advice from what I see? Always have a tree in your hand. If you want it all to be like in one movement, right? Or boom, shovel right in. You want to go around like that in the sea? Stick your tree in just like that. Stamp it closed once and never look at it, never think about it ever again.
This is Megan. They call her Cooker. She's quality control and has an eye for perfection and zero tolerance. She's the last word in tree planting. If it isn't up to her standard, she can call a repo and have you do your work all over again.
This is the moment now where I've just had my trees checked by Cooker. So this is the make or break moment for my day, basically.
Okay.
Right, let's see how it goes. How'd it look?
Your trees are adequate. But leaners and double plants
Okay.
is what you need to concentrate on today. And I am going to another part of the block and check on some other people, and hopefully by the time I get back, you'll have enough for me to do a proper assessment.
Okay, I'm working a little quicker now, so.
Pick it up.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's like the tail of the snake in the Garden of Eden. The black cord.
Well, I better get back to work. Aside from the deadline, now I've got Cooker to worry about.
Why isn't there a tree in your hand, rookie? Step on it once, don't ever think of it again. Boom.
I don't think he likes the rookie stuff. It's important when you're doing really grueling, crappy work like this to be thinking very happy thoughts. The problem is,
When you're doing really crappy, grueling work like this, you can't think of any.
You know, felt good to like unload a bag of trees and come back and be empty. When I loaded up again, I think I was done. But I'm not done. I've been working for 4 hours straight, and I'm realizing it's a lot harder than I thought. Tree planting is punishing work, and I'm nowhere near meeting my quota. Yeah, I got, I don't know, 15 on that side and another 100 waiting for me over here. See ya.
I can say with all certainty, he's the worst planter here, and he would still be the worst after 2 weeks. He's not really that hard of a worker. He says he is, but he's
pussy.
He's too fancy.
It's kind of interesting thinking about planting trees that'll be here for, you know, growing for a long time, and someday a bunch of logging trucks will come in here, haul them all down, and you'll get to wipe your ass with them.
I think it's gonna be a long day for Ed.
That's Megan coming, and she's the quality checker, and I'm very afraid of her. Here comes Cooker. She's going to check my plot and determine the quality of my planting. If she says it's good, I can continue on my sad, sorry pace. If she hates it, it's every planter's worst nightmare. A total replant.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through a plot in your land, and I'll let you know how it's looking in there. So
okay.
Just keep going, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Hi, Peters.
How's it going? I'm actually pretty excited to see what you find here.
We got a double plant here. Looks like he could have put some trees in over there in that area. Little drop tree here. Good work. Oh my God, Peters, look at this. Hello. I'm a tree that's gonna die. He's gonna have to replant for sure.
For sure.
He needs to fix it because it's gonna affect the quality of the block and it's gonna slow down things for everybody here. So he definitely needs to get back in here.
Hey, Ed, you know what's worse than planting trees?
Oh, God.
Planting trees for free. Megan did a plot on your trees, and half of them had like this much of the pod sticking out of the ground.
Oh, come on.
You just got shot with the repo gun.
Your trees are really shallow, and we can't leave them like this.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to walk around and dig them up. So go over everything you've done so far today and fix them.
Currently thinking about winning Junos and selling 12 million records. It doesn't really make any sense to think about the 280 trees that I have planted and now have to replant. I do believe I've lost the will to live out here. Planting sucks. Replanting sucks ass. Legs are sore, back is sore, my wrist is killing me from pounding into rocks.
All things considered, I was pretty much on track for a rookie planter, but it was getting busted by Cooker that clocked me. It was demoralizing.
No, I can't do this. You, and you, and you, and you.
I'm in no man's land, somewhere north of Flin, Flon, Manitoba, and I've been assigned the task of tree planting. I planted 280 trees before the quality checker came along and destroyed me.
So go over everything you've done and fix them.
My work sucked and she made me start from scratch. I'm at my breaking point, and I know I've totally screwed over all the real tree planters who are on a deadline.
What's going on up there?
Oh, you know, a little repo action.
He's replanting?
Yeah.
Shallows.
There's one thing I told that guy was he can't replant today. Not today.
I know. And he's super pissed. Like,
you know what, Peters? I don't care how mopey and pissed he is. I've got to get this done. You've got to get this done, and he's not doing anything to help us.
I got no more time for him. I got no more time.
Like, this is a TV show, whatever. I don't give a He's got to get out of there.
So I'll probably have to go find like 2 or 3 people to fix it. Like, to fix his trees and finish the piece in time.
Okay, whatever you got to do.
Okay, I'll go break the news to him.
What a planter.
I can see how you could go a bit nuts doing this, actually. Oh, but the moss is my friend. I love this moss. Thank you, mossy clump. I'm talking to moss. I think no matter how well I plant this, it's gonna die.
Good luck to you, Tree. No, you know what? Megan will find that. She'll burn me for it.
He's still not even moving. Like, he's not even replanting. What the f is he doing? Jesus.
This job has been on many top 10 worst job lists worldwide, and I now understand why. Don't get me wrong, I understand that I have had the tiniest glimpse into tree planting, and I don't really know what it's like, because it's not snowing on me, and I'm not being eaten alive by mosquitoes and attacked by bears. But it, I planted almost 300 trees.
Here comes the big boss. It's time for Singer Boy to face the music.
Hello, sir.
Ed?
Yes.
You want to tell me about what happened in there?
My first line apparently wasn't very good.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I
screwed me.
No, I tried, man, but the quality wasn't as good, I guess, as it could have been. But I fixed it. Second and third line were okay, but the first line sucked.
Since you're in here, we can't just have you sitting around. We flew you in here and we paid for that, so we gotta get our money's worth. I'm wondering, have you ever driven one of these before?
Yep.
You can, eh? Up
Whenever
one,
I can fly a plane,
2.
I can ride a quad, right?
You can't plant trees, but hopefully you can do one of these things. What I need is I need for you to just jump on this bike and cut through that mucky area there and cut up the road. And there's a guy up there named Jay who's expecting these boxes right away.
All right.
So I'm gonna need them there on the double, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm a little embarrassed for failing so badly as a tree planter. I need to redeem myself and prove I can contribute to the job. Doing tree deliveries just might be my saving grace. How hard can it be?
Okay, this is a big, ripped, wet box. Who'd have thought it would bounce off the back?
Ed, what is the holdup, man?
I had a box pop off the back, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get this ratchet
You know how to
strap.
drive these things.
Oh, I know how to drive these things. I thought you said you knew how to load boxes onto the back of these things.
A bad driver always blames the loader. Were you second gear in it?
Yeah.
This is first gear territory.
I'm gonna head back to Côte Mary Amanda. There's nothing really we can do about it.
Hey guys, I think we actually found something that Ed is good at. He made it through the swamp and he made it through the internal. Dropped some trees for Randall. He's ready for more action, so do you want me to send him your way? You can pick up some garbage wherever you need him.
I load up with more saplings and head out to another part of the block. You know, maybe I can do this. Or maybe not.
Oh, Ed.
Second
gear, Robertson.
I was just starting to feel good about the quad.
Second gear?
Second gear.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got onto this part and I thought, oh, I should go up through there.
The quad is hopelessly stuck in the mud. Failure is starting to have a familiar ring. I'm pulled off of tree planting.
What do you have to say for yourself?
No, I tried, man, but
to try my hand at tree delivery.
I'm wondering, have you ever driven one of these before?
whenever I can fly a plane,
2.
I can ride a quad, right?
And I blow it.
Oh, Ed.
I got onto this part and I thought, oh, I should go up through there.
My day is finished.
Ed, looks like you've done enough damage here for one day. I don't care how much it's costing me. It's costing me more to have you work than it is to have you not work. You're gonna have to go sit at the cache and lick your wounds for the rest of the day.
Adding insult to injury, expensive heli time is used up pulling my quad out of the bog. This is not good.
Ed, thanks a lot for your work today. Fortunately, you're fired.
Thanks, Jamie.
I did my best, but it wasn't enough, and now I'm benched for the rest of the day. Worst of all, I may have cost the team the block and blown the budget. This was a tough gig, and I realize it takes a certain kind of person to do it. That person isn't me.
We're going to finish off the mess.
Now I meet the guys who are going to clean up my mess.
So we're fixing Ed's experiment?
Yeah, it didn't go so well for him in there.
Yeah. Anything we should look out for in there, Ed?
The first 20 feet?
I stand by that word. Those guys are riding back to my piece to finish what I was supposed to do today.
There's only 4 guys.
They're being very nice about it, but they gotta be pissed. Because they did their work, now they're finishing mine. I will pay them with music. The real planters add an hour onto their already long day to close out my piece and close the block on time. They made the deadline and saved the heli an extra trip.
I can't say that Rockstar Boy has a new respect for tree planters. Maybe pity, maybe an understanding, a glimpse, a small glimpse into what this grueling life is. But you chose this, tree planters.
And that was the last they ever saw of them.
And you can take the tape off your fingers now.
Was that like a geek move? You still have the tape on?
No.
So they fly me out of the block and back to base camp. I think they were pretty happy to see me go.
I wrote a song called Never Is Enough. I think tree planting is one of those things that's like backpacking through Europe and tree planting and, I don't know, working at McDonald's. There's things that they're like rites of passage that people feel they have to do. And my song was sort of saying, you don't really have to do that to be a whole person. And so the line is, I never spent a single summer planting trees. I never worked my way through a forest inch by inch, doubled over on my hands and knees. I have to change the line, because I did today. Not only did I work my way through a forest inch by inch, doubled over on my hands and knees, I did it twice.
Okay, joke of the day came from Kian, who said, how many tree planters does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's right, you don't know, because you've never done it. How could you possibly understand? That's good stuff. Good luck, my tiny trees. May you live long, happy lives and one day become quality toilet paper.
I never spent a single summer planting trees. I never worked my way through a forest inch by inch, doubled over on my hands and knees. A thing never is enough, yeah, never is enough. I never had to do that stuff. A thing never is enough, yeah, never is enough. I never had to do that stuff. Except for 280 trees today. 280 trees.